resah jiwaku berganti. Bang, halo bang, kita main lagi di bal-balan golek keringet. Main-main ya, kita main. Harus main gini gitu, sampai enter. Bendro, sama nih bendro carane main ini.
Jadi di pro player. Ndak tutori sing menang kan aku ning kene. Gak apa-apa kan dia pemain api tapi nek gini kan gak masalah. Kroco bantai.
Sing tas-tas main football.
Jolali ndak channel ini supaya nih awake tetap semangat untuk mencari keberkahan.
Ini kebangsaan ya.
Apa bangsaan? Eropa iki.
Di main itu gak usah frustasi.
Kurang enggak.
Israel.
Asli kurang.
Ya Bani
Lali
Israel.
Kabupaten Bule. Apa tadi? Dia main apa?
Bintang 5. Bintang 5. Yang lebih kita apa lebih bilang?
Semangat lekku. Oke, Mas Hanan. Salam dari
Jai.
main. Oke.
Nah yo. Harry Maguire. Bukannya apa bang? Coba.
Oke. Sambil nunggu Onik ya bisa mampir di sini adik-adik. Oke, monggo. Inara. Tak tutori sampean. Main ini iki.
Karena jawab kita lah. Rahasia boleh kita. Khusus.
Anu dan rada nge-like ajaran cara aku wis jawab ya tapi ya kok ini rada empuk. Itu pun kuwi ada rada kayak jangka waktune 3 menit paling.
Masih aja. Jangan lupa.
Kan nek pengen nge-give ning link nan, linke iku salinen, tapi rada angel lho. Nek ditempel engko dekek ning Google nyumbang-nyumbang mangew gak apa-apa nan. 5.000 Anda sampai harga.
From either side of the channel, an international derby. The shores of England and France separated by a mere 21 miles of water and their history so deeply intertwined. It is a sporting rivalry with depth. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We stand for the national anthem of France.
Gak usah nyanyi.
It's got all the ingredients. It is bound to be good.
Yeah, and this one I see as a game between two sides who know each other all too well, and games between the two have been generally close. While there will be quite a bit of probing and prodding, I'm expecting this to be nice and tight.
And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't...
Oh, what a mistake! Chouameni, Mbappe, Dembele, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rice, and it's Palmer. Bellingham. Saliba, Upamecano. Oh no, this does not look good. Palmer receives it in a good position here. Chouameni. Thuram. And it's Rabiot. And it's Chouameni. Oh, such a clever touch. Heading backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Hernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Lewis Skelly. Rice. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Rice promptly onto that, and that is that. And that looks a decent ball. Foden. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's intervened well there. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Thuram. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Alexander-Arnold. That is a brilliant interception.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Rabiot kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, this is a great chance! Goal, England! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 18 minutes is
England have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Kane deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Upamecano. Ah, he's given it away. He might be in here. Takes a shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's ended up in no man's land. Foden. Foden! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. England do have a chance to counter here. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. But they've got it again. Mbappe! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Aimed beyond the defence. Solanke is alert to the possibilities. Oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele. Rabiot. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And the shot! Goal! That is lovely. Finished. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
England, after 42 minutes, is number 9, Harry Kane.
England take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Bellingham. Out to the right. Now the ball in. He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Hernandez. Rice making good progress on the right-hand side. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Oh, some tackle that. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that has been cleared. Has a shot! Oh, a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
Oh, well, the
for
pickings
information
certainly
on the
have been
offside
rich in this
process.
first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
England
Everyone
are
please
leading by
welcome to the
one in a
field
finely
our
poised game.
players.
It's 2-1 at half-time. There's the start of the second half. Looking for options for movement. Chouameni, Upamecano. Now it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Now it's Thuram. Pinches it off him. Not the most accurate pass. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Upamecano. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. It's Camavinga. Chooses to go back. Oh, well played. Now this could be a chance. Foden.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Solanke. Threads one in. Solanke is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Foden kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lewis Skelly. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Foden. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substitution in progress. The attendance for this match was
England
98,000.
go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? Camavinga. And here's Kane. Foden. He has found the way through. And he was alert to it. Camavinga. He can run onto that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Hernandez. The ball has bounced loose now. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Chouameni. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. Palmer. Kane. Foden running with the ball. Looking to play him in. Lewis Skelly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Saliba clears. Back it goes. Camavinga. Now Mbappe. Gehi cuts out the pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Pass somewhat off target, and it's Palmer. Palmer charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nicely aimed pass. He's on it, can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution for England.
France have their second corner now.
Coming on to replace him is number 19, Rickens. Substitution.
Mbappe! And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution for England. Number 10.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Aimed beyond the defence. England are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Alexander-Arnold changes him with that pass. Dembele. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lewis Skelly, here's chance, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rice. Dembele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Big chance. He's having a go. They've done it! Back to within one. Interesting. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Number 10.
And now he has two.
Substitution for England. Number 24.
France get themselves back into contention.
Coming on to
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. England really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kane knocks it into space. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. I think we're just about done here. And they can counter here. And he's picked out the run.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Bowen. Foden. Kane. And that is expertly dealt with. Dembele. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he was quick to react. Not too much more here than seeing out time. And that's that. England can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Ini bisa. Opa. Ya mayyaduni Allahi sholih qala mashkur ikna bawi bayanun di Bintang 5 loh.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We have already started here. Hakimi. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Decent chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Kovacic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Dembele. Haaland. And it's gone back to the keeper. Rodri. And it's Kovacic. This looks promising. Vitinha. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kovacic. Nicely spread. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it through? Nuno Mendes. He slings it in. And it's hoisted clear. Chance here to counter. Tries to pass it through. And he's in on goal. Oh, well played. Oh, there's the clearance. Vitinha.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hakimi delivers, climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now, can they get him away? He's found some... And the shot!
Voila!
Rodri. Paris Saint-Germain are one down despite having the better chances here. That looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. Fabian Ruiz. Distributed tidily.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Back into the middle. Thinks... Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. João Neves. Threads one in. Look at the space here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Looking to play him in.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most convincing of passes. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Doué. And Reinders. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's being urged to shoot. And that's a throw-in. Almost half an hour in now. Mendes cuts out the pass. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And a chance! Just off target.
Hakimi usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Great vision. And this is Dembele. Stones did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foden. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Fabian Ruiz. That's a good ball out wide.
Such good technique. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Matheus Nunes. He's ended up in no man's land. Reinders. Now it's Doué. He's chosen to go back. It's a really well-measured ball. And that is out of play. Tries the cut back, and he welcomes it in. Vitinha! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Matheus Nunes goes direct.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kvaratskhelia. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hakimi looking to hit the byline here. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Kvaratskhelia clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're off again.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Marmouche. Dembele.
Last play.
Vitinha powering forward here. Stones gets over and intercepts. Vardiol. Reinders. And it's Reinders. Can he get on the end of this? This might... Haaland! Sensational from Haaland! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's an excellent interception. Spread out to the left. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. And he was quick to react. Kovacic does really well to win the ball there. Always onto this. Pacho.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And they've been given a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And he's there to belt it away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, he's burst, shoots! He has done it! That was a given, it always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Lofted in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That looks a cracking ball. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Kvaratskhelia. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance to deliver. Ruben Dias is there, and he can get that clear. Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Safonov. Now who's going to be first to this? Haaland. Aims beyond the defence. Fabian Ruiz receives it in a good position here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Knocks it into space. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. He's gone for goal! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Le numéro 19, changement.
Played out to the right. Fabian Ruiz. Nicely weighted ball. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Paris Saint-Germain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kovacic. Now it's Kovacic. Matheus Nunes. The ball goes in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Taken back almost at once. Out to the right. Looking for options for movement.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Ruiz. Dembele tries to play it through. Big chance! He scores! Do not write them off! Back they come! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Barcola. They'll have one final crack at it. Barcola looking for the run. Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
This is Dembele.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good-looking ball. That's a shade optimistic. Hakimi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he cuts out the supply. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Hakimi. We are into overtime. Pacho. Well-timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? And he can clear it away. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Merci de votre compréhension.
Red 5 minutes. Duh, kayaknya. Aneh gua asli. Gimana? Jadi timnya kayaknya tapi kan bikin enak berarti. Iya. Cicit ni gini dah. Kak. Terus ni. Cicit. Sana pedang ni mau. Ini belum. Baik. Dengan ni. Kita kasih apa ya? Baik, kita tanya dulu. Siapa? Sini sini. Sini sini sini. Ini betang biru ayamnya. Tidur. Tuh. Ini sini. Biru toh.
Enggak, kembali kok.
Ini.
Enggak ya. Ya gue yang gitu.
Mau ya betul. Oh jadi kan mau tuh.
Mungkin enggak akan.
Alen. Kalian Miami Blackpink.
Utari.
Gimana?
Kok sing ternyata dadi
Barca.
bakal iku boleh.
Sampai kan? Amin.
Neatly clipped into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Busquets. Runs beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Jordi Alba. He has found a way through. Oh, terrible pass. Joao Felix. Coman. Busquets. And it's Messi. skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Joao Felix. And this is Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He is through here. Approaching the half-hour mark. Jordi Alba. Referee has just said play. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Joao Felix. Knocks it into space. And he's intervened well there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ronaldo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's the delivery. Cleared away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Messi. Looking for the run. Lewis shapes to shoot! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Ronaldo. Jordi Alba. Half-time getting close now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back in. Can he finish? It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Messi. Foot in. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Vicious ball here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It's just beyond his reach. Joao Felix. And Coman. No, he's not getting his way this time. And this is Messi. De Paul. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Jordi Alba. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now then, the ball's come loose. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Al Nassr take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Pulls it back, and they're quick to get it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. And the counter is on. Nicely aimed pass. And that has left him in a heap. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And they're back on the ball again. Martinez. Brozovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Can he get it through? Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's had a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Coman! Coman! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Joao Felix. He's shifted it to the flank. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? A header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Al Nassr can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Brozovic. Played out to the left flank, played back in. Can he get onto this? Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Busquets. De Paul. Takes the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping! Pass somewhat off target. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! And that is wildly off target. quick to press here, right on top of them. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Looking to play him in. And a chance! He has done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hoisted in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That has not gone well. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gets a good foot in there.
Al Nassr clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Luis Suarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Coleman. Al Nassr looking to pass their way through. And it's Brozovic. And he cuts out the supply. He's in space and looking for options. De Paul. That pass has been well intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Jordi Alba plays it all the way forward. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Busquets. And that's been won straight back. Oh, they can break here. Just 5 minutes left. Plays a sharp little ball here. Always onto this.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Great vision. Shot a goal! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Convertido en el
They
minuto
have
89.
stolen level at the
Número
last!
10. Messi.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Great chance!
Número 2. Se va a realizar un
He
cambio.
steps in, and that's the end of that.
3 minutos al tiempo
Oh, this looks sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, cracking chance, surely! And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan...
Enak sumpah. Sekolah ini.
Kena ini. Kena. Mana saya?
Wah. Enak tanggung.
Jakarta kan ya? Sun.
Di apa ni? Betapa ni?
Ke Jepang. Karena Osaka.
Berapa? Buatan.
Bersama ini.
Saya sudah.
Sama sih. Gimana sih ini kali gitu kan? Gimana sih kan? Kenapa klik? Gimana sih kalau kesana? Coba pun.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
The action has already started. vision. Gets into some space. Played in. Climbs up big. He's scored! And Yokohama F. Marinos are in front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Yokohama F. Marinos, breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Oh, super chance! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Gamba, and he shoots! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has not gone well. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Skims one in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. There's the delivery.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. There's a sharp little ball here. Turns and goes back. Chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Ended up in no man's land. And he's away. He can get that clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well read, nice interception. Nice, ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Threads one in. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
he did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's put paid to a promising move. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He is through here. It's a pretty loose pass. Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. Turns back here, probably the best option. Half an hour played now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, can they get him away?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Out of play for a throw. It's a good spell of possession, this. There's the shot! And he's forced to go back. Well, that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The ball's gone astray. He's on it, can he get away? Aimed beyond the defence. Shoots! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter.
Club members who are celebrating their birthdays today. Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well, they've got it again. Wriggles his way through. That is good alertness. Gamba Osaka are looking to break at pace. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's in plenty of space here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Knocks it into space. Could try cutting inside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Strong running down that left flank. Can he get it through? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared away. And it's ended up in no man's land. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and...
He's had a shot! No mistake! Gamba Osaka grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's away! A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
For this match was 28.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and the heart and mouth moment for the taker.
Yokohama F. Marinos are having a ball here. And it's made its way to him. Has a shot! He's scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yokohama F. Marinos looking to pass their way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through and all along. Shot a goal! It's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Gamba Osaka give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And the counter is on. It's a good foot in there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked...
Real chance! And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
74 minutes.
There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Number 22.
Gamba Osaka get themselves back into contention.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Serves, he rises! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Gamba Osaka really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Goes for it! Oh, sticks it away! Looking for the run. And the shot! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Dink through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That has not gone well.
This is the time you need that pace.
And no, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a good run down the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Just 5 minutes left. Knocks it out wide. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! Oh, It is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Yokohama F. Marinos clearly now in lead preservation mode. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital. And now the breakaway.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
4 added minutes
Here's a
has been
corner.
indicated.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There will be 4 extra minutes. He can run onto that. That's the keeper's ball. Shifted it to the flank. And that is that. Yokohama F. Marinos can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very...
Mental juga kan. Kayaknya yang dua. Mikrofonnya. Triangle itu bisa buat triangle. Begini. Coba kan. Bisa dua bit. Ini. Apa ya? Jadi, cek tu. Apa ya? Look. What? Bila ni? Kat ini stop. Orang minta camping. Jadi. Siapa ya? Siapa sini ni? Kok cuma dah ke ni tau? Esitas. Ini yang agak besar.
apa gitu tanda
Celup lagi nih. Masuk ini. Ireng besok gue cilik gitu. Apa nih? Gede. Sopo yuk dah menggulung wasano. Ayo kan ngono. Apa? Gila. Ada ireng bemo. Siapa? Simen.
Well, Istanbul is definitely a city that knows how to do derbies. The atmosphere is intense, boisterous, laden with a healthy dose of bravado. This, after all, is one of Turkey's headline games, Besiktas versus Galatasaray. A genuine red-letter day in the Turkish game, and a match that has always traditionally delivered. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is, of course, a massive game, and indeed a very special experience for all who can be here.
Listen, Peter, games involving either of these sides are always a spectacle. It's astonishing sometimes the lengths the fans will go to in creating atmospheres like this. It's a sign of fierce loyalty to the club to the extent we rarely see anywhere else. History may point at a clear favourite in the shape of Galatasaray, but with the recent emergence of Besiktas, it's not as easy to predict as it used to be.
Well, we're on the way. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to be impressed with Wilfred Ndidi. His ability to break up play.
He gets big! Hits a goal kick. Rafa Silva. Svensson. Chance! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Svensson. And here's Abraham. And it's Svensson. Svensson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Sara. Now it's Osimhen. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rafa Silva. Tignas. Torreira. Icardi. Looking for options for movement. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Galatasaray with the corner. There first. Sane! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Gabriel. Tignas. Udokai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kupchu. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, perfectly measured that. Udwakai. And it's Ndidi. Tignas. Oh, good spread. Knocks it out wide. Goes for a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's in a great position here, and this is Silva. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Kukcu. He's going for goal! Kukcu! That is sensational! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rafa Silva. Besiktas have scored 2 quick goals here. Kukcu. Besiktas couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Icardi was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Svensson. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kinnock claims comfortably. Kukcu. Tignas. Sara. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he's in on a chance! Now, fallen kindly here. He's scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and
And the keeper's given it away. And this is Sané. Sané showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Torreira spots it and intercepts. Bardazzi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tignas. And here's the chance to counter. Rafa Silva. And it's pulled. Bullish header! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Ndidi. And it's Kukcu. He's going to be disappointed with that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's played through for him. That has been cut short. And the shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Galatasaray get themselves back into contention.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Ndidi. Great vision. Gets into some space, and it's played into the middle. Shakir deals with that nice and simple. And it's Silva. Svensson. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Threads one in. Abraham! He is through here! Gundogan tries to pass it through. Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. What a top stop by Gunok! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Besiktas to lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Spread it left. Abraham! Gundogan. And this is Sané. Besiktas can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Abraham. Oh, he's been caught. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, takes a shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make.
Udor-Kai concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Played out wide. And he lines up a cross.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Ndidi. Kukcu. And it's Silva. Pass somewhat off target. Gundogan. Now it's Sané. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafa Silva. And this is Icardi. Lovely, now then. Udor-Kai did well to stay calm there. Picked out brilliant. Sané! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that's well seen too. Tignas. Ndidi.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Besiktas disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Rafa Silva, quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, that's a key interception. Kukçu. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gundogan. Torreira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tiknas. Ball played for Kukçu. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Icardi, who's set up one goal so far. Icardi wins the duel this time. Distributed tidily. He's in space and looking for options. He's got away. Rafa Silva crosses. No, that's not going to find its target. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Just the keeper to beat! Shot a goal! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Osimhen. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through? And this is Icardi. And Icardi! In he goes again! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that takes the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's going to be another change here. Change being made. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Besiktas are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Besiktas do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Here's shoots! It's a loose ball.
Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Sané. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Gunok, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Galatasaray go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Sané! And that would have won it.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Galatasaray have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, it's come loose. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gundogan. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
I they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to play him in. That has not gone well. Gundogan. Torreira. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Abraham is onto this. Yilmaz. Gundogan. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Under. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most convincing of passes. Under. Now it's Sané. That's a little off target.
Il quarto uomo indica
Udrokai.
4 minuti di recupero.
Spread neatly. Yilmaz. So what can they make of this? He's a sharp little ball here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations.
And that is as far as it goes. Besiktas did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made...
Kembali lagi guys, jeda dulu.
Repot.
Tunggu aja. Sawi ada awal. Sawi jam berapa awalnya? Kayak ini. Enggak. Suya kan cari. Itu ya. Suya nih. Soalnya mau lah aku gitu kan. Oh iya, aku sebaliknya. Asli kan mau. Apa ngeliat? Ini. Ini kau apa ya? Ke England. London. Wow. Ajar. Kembali gila. Apa ini? Tekan. Sorry. Sedih. Iya musik. Ini apa nih musik betul-betul kat mana ni? Bisa? Mana? Aku belum tahu juga sama ni. Jadi ini musiknya mana? Aku ada kilo siapa ni? Lu. Aku langsung putih. Saya plak.
Ancaran kita sudah ya. Mungkin sudah lawan sih.
Ini wis.
Kenapa dah? Gas.
Well, the Netherlands' top fixture has often been a contest between different footballing cultures, but what it has never been is lacking in suspense. PSV and Ajax, an intense rivalry, and those players on the pitch know precisely how much it matters. It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, the club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere.
And now,
It is the one game in which neither side can even contemplate the concept of defeat. There is just too much at stake, and considering the dynamics of the game, there is nowhere to hide.
I suppose, Peter, if you have to choose one game to watch in Dutch football, this would be it for so many reasons. A genuine contest between two sides that have been at the forefront of the game in the Netherlands, and a rivalry that's increased in intensity over the last 3 decades, sometimes eclipsing the more traditional rivalries that have existed.
The action has already started. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's intervened well there. Berghaus.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
He's on it. Can he get away? Till. Big chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Gets a good foot in there. Fairman. Here's Thiel. Played out towards the right wing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
That's been cut out, well played. Fairman. Till, nicely spread. Played out wide. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And he's done very well to take that back. Taylor. Now it's Berghaus. Fairman. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nicely intercepted. Shooten. Now it's Player. PSV looking to pass their way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shooten. Dest. Now it's Till. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
PSV clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's through, now is he in? Brilliantly cut out. Not the most accurate pass. Shutalo. Taylor. Berghaus. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Berghaus gets into a good position. Hangs one in. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Little pass back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Player! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Till. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a sharp pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been cut short.
PSV have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, what a mistake! Schuten. Dest. Till. Player. Played through into space. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Berghaus. That's Taylor. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Weghorst. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well measured. He's got away. Shot a goal! That's going to go a long way. And he's gone backward here. Out to the left it goes. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Taylor. Berghaus. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. In he goes again. Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen loose again. Goal! Ajax! A goal at a really telling moment. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Great run on the overlap here. No, that's been intercepted. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Added time.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now that's well seen too. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's
Please
game
welcome
here.
everyone,
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Ajax leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Ajax carrying a one-goal lead. And they win it back again. Till, can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then. Oh, he's gifted it, and the shot! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly at...
Header! Goal! Ajax! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ajax get themselves into the lead. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Berghaus. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Player. He's through here, and he's away. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Looking for options for movement. Dest.